Hey everybody, we're here at Codemasters Gamers Day. Now I think it's fair to say one of the crown jewels of the evening is Dirt 2. I'm joined by Guy Pearce from Codemasters who's here to talk about it. Guy, you were talking about, well, one of the main themes you were talking about during your presentation is sort of off-road racing with extreme sports attitude being one of your big themes for Dirt 2. Can you explain that for us?
Well, that line's come around really from us looking at the sport and how it's developed in the 2 years since we've been out of the market. And, you know, we love the fact that these guys like Travis Pastrana, Ken Block, Dave Mirra have come into rally and are doing some really exciting things. And the way that rally's also been adopted by events like the X Games. And just the whole flavour of people that are doing stuff like racing trophy trucks and generally involved in off-road racing. There's this kind of vibe that's coming into it, which is like extreme sports. And we love that flavour, so we want the game to reflect that development in the sport.
Sounds good. Now, one of the new features you guys showed off are these rallycross stadiums. You talked about this fictional stadium in Los Angeles. Can you describe that for us? And for the kids at home who are big rally fans, are we going to see any World Rally Championship stadiums in there?
The stadium stuff is incredible. It really gives us an opportunity to do what we do best, which is pack a venue with a crowd and really amp up the atmosphere. And that's something that I think Rallycross was missing from the first game. And the consumers in the US, they loved Rallycross, and they thought that there wasn't enough of it in the game. So we've listened to that, and we've built more of these Rallycross tracks, but we've not just done standard Rallycross tracks in the countryside, we're building them in these huge stadiums. And like you said, one of them's going to be down in Los Angeles. It's a fictional venue, it's enormous, gives a chance to put 120,000 crowd there.
Sounds good. So online multiplayer, is it going to be it's going to be different from the original game?
Definitely, definitely. One of the other things that the consumers came back to us with was that, you know, the online multiplayer was fun, but we'd restricted it just to the point-to-point stuff. And that was really to look after our our historical fan, you know, our heritage players. But this time we're going to take a leap forward. We've done some good investigation with Grid in terms of running a multiplayer with multi-cars. We're going to use that key learning, we're going to build on it, and we're going to make that available. So every track in the game, every mode in the game is going to be online.
Sounds good. So where are we going to see the environments in the game? We talked about Los Angeles a second ago. We talked about Croatia, and I know you mentioned London, right?
Yeah. I mean, we're taking you all over the world. It's a tour. And we try and take you to places where traditional rally events don't go. So we're trying to take you to places like China, like Malaysia, places where when you hear the name of the country, you think that's going to be somewhere great to drive off-road because the conditions are going to be extreme. You go to somewhere like Malaysia, it's going to be muddy, thick mud, dirt, you know, going through jungles. It's going to be a completely different experience from going somewhere like Utah, which is going to be more like dusty, and more like a desert kind of sand environment. So we're all about taking you to different places in the world where we can really challenge you with different types of surfaces, because that's what it's all about different surfaces, different types of dirt, and how you're going to interact with that in the different vehicles.
All right, Guy, I know I'm excited about it. When can I expect to see it in stores, and which platforms are we going to see it on?
Okay, Dirt 2 is going to be out September, probably towards the tail end of it, but we'll keep a track on the date, and it's going to be out on PS3, 360, PC, Wii, DS, and PSP.
All right, Guy, thank you very much. Looks good. So we've got a little ways to go before that. Here's a handshake for you. So we got a little ways to go before that release date, and I'm sure we'll see more in the very near future. So stay tuned.